So after getting all the generic builds out the way, I will start doing some more specific ones with the sentences included, and we will start out with the Inquisitor, and I haven't looked at this, so this will be as I think about going around doing builds. So we have some elemental damage, attack speed and cast speed. Okay. So this is a tricky one. So spell damage if you have cast a spell recently, attack speed if you have cast a spell recently, attack speed if you have attacked recently, cast speed if you have attacked recently. So I have no idea what to use this for. Really don't. I don't. Maybe some cast on crit, but not a Templar. Maybe since you get the spell damage. But cast on crit counts as casting. Attack speed. Yeah, that's a bit confusing. So increase critical strike chance against enemies that are affected by no elemental status ailments. So that in mind, you need. That is a pure melee build without heralds. It's a bit weird, also. Okay, so. But the critical strike multiplier against affected enemies are pretty good. I don't think it's worth 2 points though. So you get a multiplier here, elemental damage, that is pretty good. More multiplier, elemental damage. That is really good. Wow. Critical strike, ignore elemental resistance? What? That is insane. Non-critical, that is... Wow, that is really good. The penetrate 10% is so good, but the total ignore is even better. Wow, that is a really good note. This is super strong. Okay, so here we get some resists and elemental damage. Take less elemental damage, deal more elemental damage. I don't know. Concentrated ground is a heal, that kind of a little ground effect around you, which heals you. I'm not really a fan of it. It means you have to stand completely still, basically. You can't really go into mobs or kite away from mobs or do anything if you want to use concentrated ground, because it is such a small AoE, and it is a static thing on the ground. Okay, so this one, increased damage while you're standing on concentrated ground, reduce mana cost while standing, yeah, and immunity to status ailments. Well, unless this is going to proc every single time you hit, or kill in this case, then this is not going to do much, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to do much anyways. I really don't like this. This is very weird, but if we could do something with this and this, because this has some potential, but this is super strong. This is okay in my opinion, especially the crit multiplier. So if you could do something with this, that would be really good. So what can we do with this? We can cast on crit is an option, especially since, I mean, you get crit multiplier, you get critical strike chance against enemies that are not affected, so that means the first time you cast against a group of enemies, you get an extra critical strike chance, basically, when you haven't attacked them before, because then you're pretty sure they don't have status ailments, if you're playing alone, that is. In groups, this is not very good. Then you just get the crit multiplier, which is kind of powerful, but I don't think it's two notes worth. Maybe since this is actually a good note itself, and the crit multiplier is kind of high on this. But this is the king. So yeah, cast and crit seems like a really good option here because of this node kind of benefits from it. So, but then again, we are a Templar. So a Templar cast and crit, we do get some elemental damage here in the beginning and some spell damage. Then we will go live on this. More AoE is not bad for cast and crit. Spell damage is good for cast and crit. We need the power charge, definitely. We need the extra life down here, and we need the dual socket. Okay. We don't really, since we have the penetration. Where did we get penetration? Oh, this one. Since we get this, I don't think we will take this wheel at all. So with that in mind, we actually spare a few points. So we can go in here to take the dual socket, we can take the life here. I'll zoom out a bit. We can take more life down here. The only thing I have to keep in mind is that we need to travel to get some more crit nodes, and we are doing that now. So more spell damage. We can take the AoE. We can take... I don't really want this node. But there's nothing else really around here worth taking. So let's get some more intelligence. We might need the intelligence for specific skills that we want to use in cast and crit. So, but this is still pretty fine. We also get Blood Siphon, which is quite powerful. Attack speed, so cast and crit is attack speed based, but so far this is pretty good. Keep in mind that 7 of the points went to the ascendancy. This is one thing that this program doesn't understand. It counts the ascendancy points as your own skill points. So we are at 97 points. We need some attack speed, I believe. General, weapon. Attack speed, 12% attack speed, that's not very high now. But you can get something, I mean, a dagger with, so we actually need crit. So if we go daggers, we kind of get more. So we have, wait, where is daggers? Everything else? I like this one. It's probably on the crit though. So crit with daggers. So we get these combined actually, and then critical strike chance. So this is pretty good in my opinion. 280 crit chance is alright. And then you get some power, or some power charges up in the meantime. You get even higher crit chance. So this is fine. Keep in mind that there are stronger, probably crit startouts, like going shadow, taking these assassinations thing. But making some use of this, I feel this is a good way to do it. There might be a cyclone option, like cyclone cast on crit. Might also be a decent option here. I really don't see anything outside of cast and crit being a good option though. But of course, this is just my perspective, so I really, if someone could come up with a nice idea for this, especially this node here, combined with these nodes, what skills would be good with this? So I understand that a Milner build would be nice with this, but really I don't want to promote that build because I have played it myself quite a few times and I don't really think it's a lot of fun, especially since you cannot look at it for very long without really hating yourself. It's kind of like flicker builds. So did I miss any like insane notes? Maybe you should get Resolute Technique. No, then you cannot crit. That is stupid. What am I saying? If you cannot crit, then what happens? Then then cast and crit is kind of bad. Yeah, that was not too smart. However, we are wasting a point here, so that is 1 point less. Could also take this and then take these points here instead, but that is kind of a waste. Okay, so we have the spell. We could take these up here. No, not like that. Like that. So, and 7 from that, so it's 106 points. I will do, oh, we need to take that, 108 points. Oh, 110 points now. Okay, it's getting more and more. Let's just go out of this one. So now, what did I say before? So 104 points. Yeah, 104 points. This, I believe you can do something very interesting with this. Keep in mind you also have the extra AoE here, so I actually think this is a good idea. I might even try this myself at one point, because I want to play a Templar, but most of the Templar builds are really like totems or super supportive builds, which is fine, but I don't really want to play support builds right now because of the ascendancies. I kind of want to play by myself and figure out new stuff. So, but 184 increased maximum life is, or 48. No, 84 increased maximum life. That is pretty good. So I will stop the video here, and I will leave a link in the description for this passive tree.